Greetings from Snake Mountain Boatworks on Thursday, May 28, 2020. Since our governor has allowed hair salons to open as of this week, we thought a best way to celebrate it would be to bleach our 1956 19-foot Chris Craft Capri's topsides and transom. We are using our favorite bleach. It is Dailies. I'll put a link to it on the narrative to this video when we're finished. But Joe's been working on it, and you see that we've got some very significant color differentials to deal with. A lot of this wood was not original, and we had to replace a single plank, that one right there, that little short one. If you remember, we had a huge rot problem in the nose, but Joe's done a wonderful job there. The Dailies instructions are twofold. Sort of standard bleach is to mix parts A and B in equal amounts. But if you really are going for snow, and we are really going for snow given the variation we're having to deal with, 3 parts B, 1 part A, and we'll keep this wet for the rest of today. So that will, Joe, you started what, about 2 hours ago?
Yeah, about an hour and a half.
Yep. So we'll end up keeping it wet for about 5 hours. And when we come in tomorrow night, you see we have the Capri on this side and the cedar-sided U22 on this side. Guess what? Tomorrow morning we won't be able to tell the difference. Well, you might tell a little bit. Joe right now is not paying any attention to where he starts and where he ends. But if you do what he's doing right now in the first coat, you start at the top and you see, if I pan in right here, see all those rivulets? If you start this whole process from, since the boat's upside down, from the water line, and allow the bleach, and it's almost impossible, it's like water, allow the bleach to run down the side of the boat, guess what you get? You get a wonderful series of racing stripes. And I don't know why, but they bleach more deeply and more aggressively than anything. Our first bleach job was kind of take them to school and make them make every mistake possible. So we had the boat upside down and we did this, and John LaFountain and I were doing it, and so I said, well, I'm taller than you, I'll start at the top and then you follow me. And so I did. And the thing looked like a zebra with vertical stripes. So your first pass wants to, if the boat's upside down, wants to start at the gunnel and work up the sides. We use a 3-inch chip brush. We've tried foamy rollers. They might last, what, Joe, Anthony?
About 3 minutes.
About 3 minutes, yeah. The bleach just eats them. So the cheapest chip brush you can find, and just slather it on, go do something else, come back, keep it wet, keep it applied. And we'll come back tomorrow. Greetings again from Snake Mountain Boatworks on Friday, May 29, 2020. As promised, we'll link these 2 videos together so that you can see a sort of before and after. As you see, the top sides are quite white, but this is a good learning experience for all of us. They're not quite as uniformly white as we prefer, and that's partly because who's ever replaced all these planks. These planks are all original planks, these four. And you can see how nice and uniform they are. This is a plank that the butchers installed at some point, as is the case as you look back at those three planks. So this, we encounter this from time to time, and it's a real challenge. What we will do today is make up additional batches of Daly's A and B bleach and get her wet again. You just don't get the same pop, the same transformation the second time around. And do understand that much of this variation will disappear when we stain the hull sides with the gel stain that we buy from Mike Mayer, Lake Oswego Boat Company in Lake Oswego, Oregon. Mike's just got the greatest stuff, and we can actually use the proper varnish, which is post-World War II Chris Craft, on her topsides and transom. Let's walk down and see what the... Now you see these, everything you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the splash rail, the spray rail. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the spray rail are original planking. And we'll see what we find at the aft end. Well, we know that the transom's been replaced because we've seen photographs of the original transom, but that came out quite well. Once we've stained that post-World War II Chris Craft red, it's really going to be excellent. So we'll get her wet again, put her back in the bath, and bleach a little more out of her, and then the next step will be scuffing her with some Scotch Brite pads and getting out the gel stain. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now from Snake Mountain Boatworks.